Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in. season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cougars ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oklahoma's offense will go on the attack first. Back to pass, it's Knight. Flushed out of the pocket. Creates a little space. Took care of it himself. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Throws to the wideout. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oakland! The Sooner offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that won the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Oh, he's got some space. Rustled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Runs through a tackle. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And you can do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit. As soon as he gets the football, hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. Power ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're...
Back's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field.
If
If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Knight. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Stumbled to the ground. The Sooners will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place.
Converts on 4th down, still going. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. Still running at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Dropping back, it's Knight. Quick strike complete. At the 35, he's loose. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners.
And the offense continues.
The Sooners backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Back to throw, it's Knight. Makes the catch, it's Smith. He goes out of bounds, they'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught, it's Thomas. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got a man, it's Smith. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The Sooners are at the... Looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. He lost one down the sideline. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's looking to pass. Here's a heat. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining 1st half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
At the 45 on his way. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Makes the grab on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. He caught it! Touchdown, Sooners! And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, salt into...
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Just too much juice on. He airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the route is on. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Unleashes one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again, and then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. Have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. They're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Lofts one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national...